Hey, Drew. Nice to talk to you this afternoon. I saw this interesting article here that I wanted to get your take on it a little bit. So, you got some time here for us to talk about this?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you got?
Okay. Yeah, let me go ahead and share out the screen here. So, as we go through security here, I know you and Matt just did a webinar on working from home, right? And so I saw this article, it came up and it immediately resonated with me, with our customer base, and some of the things that we're seeing in the space, and some of the feedback we're getting. So I thought I'd take a second. We could talk back and forth a little bit here about what you're seeing from the trenches, right? So Drew here.
Sure.
So I'm Jason Slagle. I'm a vice president of operations from CNWR. Drew here is right now kind of a transitionary role. He's kind of moving into more of a sales engineer role, but he's sitting in the help desk role kind of more right now. And so he's talking to a lot of frontline workers, right? So his perspective on this article here, I think, is super, super apropos. So, look into this article is from HP Wolf Security, and it talks about some trends in remote workforce, right? And so, obviously, remote workforce it's a thing that it's, at least for now, is here to stay, right? With lots of companies saying they have no plans to force everyone back to the office, but from a MSP or from a IT security standpoint, man, this has huge implications for how you manage your things. So yeah, some of these findings were super interesting here, right? Like 91% of IT teams felt the need to compromise or felt pressure to compromise security if it benefited business continuity, it benefited the business. Like, do you see customers of ours coming to us, basically saying, security is too hard to push back on it?
Yeah, all the time. I think one of the biggest things that people have an issue with is that it does slow them down. Matt and I talked about this in our webinar, but uh, essentially, whenever anyone is inconvenienced with having to use a password or setting up 2FA or multi-factor authentication, it's an extra step added into your day of just, as you're working, it's an extra step and it adds extra time. And it is frustrating, but the point that we made in our webinar was that the extra couple seconds that it takes for you to uh, type in the MFA code or click on the other email that gets sent to your inbox when you're signing into your account um, is far less inconvenient than compromising the data of your company. But yeah, we see this all the time and people get frustrated with us.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know I hear about some of it, right? And so this article here, it goes on to talk about that, a lot of younger office workers are viewing these tools, especially as a hindrance, right? So if you had to offer a piece of advice uh to owners or senior management that is often hiring these younger workers that are entering the workforce, or maybe they even own companies, like, what advice can you give to those trying to deal with the younger workers to try to convey to them that this isn't really a waste of time?
Keeping your data and your company data safe and secure is the most important thing that you can do. If your boss is upset with you because you're spending an extra 30 seconds a day signing into an account, then arguably I think they need to get their priorities straight. The extra 30 seconds that it takes for you to sign in, like I just mentioned, is far less inconvenient than losing all of your company data or downloading ransomware and ruining your company network.
Yeah.
It's really not something that you need to stress out about at all.
Yeah, I mean, one of the other key findings in this, right? So it says that over half of 18 to 24-year-olds were more worried about meeting deadlines than exposing their organization to data breach, right? And from my
And that's a
perspective, as
bummer.
somebody,
It's a
yeah,
total bummer.
as my perspective as somebody that deals with this every day, although I've not been in the 18 to 24-year-old group for a little bit, it's very worrisome, right? I can almost guarantee that whatever deadline you're worried about meeting is probably going to get broken if you have some sort of cybersecurity incident. And the way the threats landscape's going now, man, that's super scary. Cool. I mean, that's it. I wanted to get some perspective from you on what this looks like from the trenches, and I'll link to the article here along with this video. And if you have any questions or any comments, feel free to comment or reach out to us. And hope you guys have a great day. Anything else, Drew?
No, I'm all set. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yep. See you later.